Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 5 as the Republic of Venice. Now this was the one that you guys voted for. It received a total of 4 thumbs up, when counting the thumbs down as well. And it was very close up until the last minute. In fact, somebody must have voted over the weekend, or decided to vote over the weekend, and his votes probably were the ones that put it over the top. Let's see, I've changed that setup and now I can't see properly. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. You probably don't even know what I'm on about there, but that's for the live stream setup, which, when I went live, we had 6 people. By the time of starting the recording, because I start at a set time, which I try to tweet out to people, and then, try to stick to that. Oh, and why is the stream not showing the whole thing? There we go, that's better. I usually try to do it about half hour before, and for some reason people came, watched the first 15 minutes of a countdown for the start, and left before the start, which... interesting. However, yes, Venice ended up with a total of 4 votes. In a close second place, close up until the very last person who voted, I believe, was the Huns. And I've dropped out again on the stream. Why? Cancel, start streaming again. Try to keep this live. It's twice done that to me now. I don't know why, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, second place was the Huns, and apart from that, then there was lots of people who sort of averaged out on 2. The only other thing I could say for certain with the voting, apart from, first was Venice, second was the Huns, is you don't like the French and the Americans, apparently. Yeah, that's a thing. You apparently don't like the French and the Americans, guys, which I don't see why. But, yeah, we're playing as Venice. As you can see, it does say continue your journey. This is because I cancelled out of this bit on the stream, and I wanted to get it so you had at least the original being up. I really wanted the talking as well, but let's get the timer started, and let's get playing. That's the timer going, so let's continue our journey in episode 1. Yes. Now, are them sheep in water? What the hell's up with that? Now, it looks like we've got a reasonable starting place. I think that's gold.
Consider
silver,
sending your warrior out to explore new territory.
More gold. I did have legendary starts on. Now, there's a lot of the options that I've put onto here, which are all from your suggestions as well. Remember, there was a setup video. But I'm not going to mention them. I'm going to let them unfold, and hopefully you guys will notice and see that there are some mods installed on this. The settings are, as someone suggested, they actually sent it as a PM, not a comment. Was tempted not to do it just purely because that wasn't the rules that I set in place, but it probably was too large for a comment, which is why they did it. But yes, thank you. Thanks again. Don't remind me again, okay? Go away. I think we are going to settle the set here. I probably wouldn't mind moving down closer to these, because getting them early on would be very good. But I think they would lose the ones at the top here, and we've got sheep there. It looks like water access, but that could just be a little lake. I don't know. But as I said, legendary stats was on, so we're going to we'll actually click Found City and just settle in place. And find more silver. This start is brilliant. Let's see, come down here. We need to figure out whether that is... If it is just a lake, it's a very long, thin one. Let's see, choose production. We'll go for the monument, because we're going to need to try and pop out a little bit to try and get hold of some of this gold and silver, which we seem to have in abundance. Choose research. Well, we have gold and silver as our luxury resources, so...
Excuse me.
There's always a beeline for writing, but then there's mining as well. Go away, advisor, go away. Let's see, I think we'll still make the usual beeline for writing, and then we'll go back for mining. I think that'll be okay.
Excuse me.
Options. Where's the advice thing? Now, I'm not new to Civ. We'll leave New to Brave New World on because I haven't got through a full game yet. As you guys know, lost the save to the last one, so yeah, I haven't quite got through a full game, so hopefully there might be something useful there. I doubt it, but hopefully. Let's go next turn. Oh, and one of the first things you'll be able to notice is... Let's see, barbarians. That went through rather quickly to what I thought it would be. But actually, the first thing I have noticed from my... the stuff that we put on, so I'll point it out, is we are stable. The total population is 1,000. 100% of the nations are happy. Your empire is currently stable. What's that? I know what it is, and it's not necessarily good. Oh, looks like that does open out onto the... I'm hoping the sea, so this is like a little... our own personal canal that leads to Venice. I say canal because, yeah, Venice, but probably more like estuary. We'll go straight to next turn again. Oh yeah, you can see number of players. There's 22 civilizations in this world, so it's going to be nice and cram-packed, lots of people to talk to, and should be a good number of city-states as well, but that seemed to go by really, really quickly. Oh, some incense, but it's nowhere near our city, and we're Venice. I believe we're limited to one city, so I would rather be finding... Oh, it just says processing turns for city-states. It doesn't show you all of them. Oh, wonders. Runes, go get that. I think we can leave it a turn. I'd rather just see it, because I think that's a Archipelago. I think we can... a peninsula, sorry, so I'm hoping that will... If I leave that there, I'm always going to think there is going to be some sort of land that we can connect to. However, if I just rush straight down and waste a turn... Oh, we find even more, so yeah, we'll go get that one, and then we'll come back up for this one. Let's go next turn. Let's see. God, it's going to take ages to walk there, and it is a peninsula. It would be a brilliant place for a city, but I'm not going to be able to build one. Oh, this is the one thing I am going to really regret about Venice, not being able to build cities. But hopefully the AI will place cities in nice places, and we can just steal them. Or we can make friends with the city-states, which there should be a good number of. Not that we've met anyone yet, but there should be some number. Next turn again. Oh, what did we find?
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Well, let's see. Mining would have been nice, but any technology is good. Come back up here, see if we can't get the other one. We can build a trade unit already. Oh. We've got nowhere to send it to, but thanks, yes. I do believe you have to know somebody else to be able to send it, and I'm not going to have a second city in order to send it either, so I'm just going to have to try and blob out this culture as much as I can. But it does look like we've got 4 silver and 4 gold. That is a... that type of start, I'm guessing we're not going to have any other resources. It looks overly nice to us at the moment. That probably means that there's going to be no stuff that we can't see. My guess is it's not there. Maybe I should just think, oh, it's a brilliant start and take it at that. But my guess is, because the game does try to balance these things out, that we haven't got any iron. I know we can't see them, but we probably haven't got any horses. I think horses like grassland though, so they might be there. They could possibly. There's still some hills for some iron in the larger radius, so fingers crossed, guys, because it is just for one city that we have. Come down and get him. Oh, some culture. I don't know whether that was particularly useful, but I'm going to ignore the barbarians for now, which I believe are set to raging. So again, could be interesting. Next turn. Really like the idea of a second scout. I think we'll have time to do that before we get to...
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Now let's go to the policy screen. Now, these have changed from how they used to be in Brave... Well, they're different in Brave New World to what they was in the other mods. Not mods, games. For one, piety is available from the start, but I used to always dive down Liberty. but rapid expansion, that's not going to be us. Tradition, adopting this will greatly increase the rate. Best for small empires, that could be us. Probably not going to have a huge army. Increases faith. Just based on the descriptions, I think we're going to go down for tradition, so that's more production when building wonders and 1 happiness for every 10 population in the city. Well, we're only going to have a 1 city, so hopefully we'll have lots of population, but still only like a 1 in 10 gain. Legalism provides a free cultural building in your first 4 cities. Well, we're not going to build any cities, and I've already built the culture building, so that's useless to us. Garrisoned units cost no maintenance. And a city with a garrison unit gains 50% range bombardment strength. That's okay. 10% growth in 2 food in the capital's nice. 1 gold and -1 happiness for every 2. That's going to be big for us. And I believe the adopting the full thing. And a free aqueduct in your first 4 cities. No, you see, first 4 cities, we're not going to have 4 cities. So do you do any... We could go down the faith thing. I've never done the faith game that hard before. That's great. We'll go tradition. Just because it sounds right. More gold, but that's out of reach. So this area of the map definitely had the gold. Which might mean we could get a monopoly. We can't get a monopoly on it because someone else is going to have to claim that for us to even take it. Let's choose our production and try and... we do have wheat, so that's going to be some more food down there. But let's try to knock out a scout and see if we can't find some more ruins and stuff like that. Somebody's already got their first Pantheon. Holy hell. What's that? Is that still stable? Oh, they're joyful. Never mind stable. Okay, this is the end of the world. So if we could have spread our culture out this way, we could sort of block people off, but it's not like I can claim it. I was about to say more gold as well, but no, that's the gold that we mentioned before. So again, next turn. Don't like rushing through the turns like this, but at the minute I think it's all that we can do. Venice is growing reasonably quickly. Run away from the barbarians. Just scouting for now. We don't have an army to deal with them. And go next turn again. Process my turns. I'm quite happy about how quick the turns are going to say how many civs and city-states I know are on here. It's the maximum number for this size of map that we have, which I believe is 22 civs and 50-something city-states. So the democratic game could be rather interesting, being that I don't think there's any way we could get a full-on... Oh, not monopoly, that's the wrong word. It sort of is a monopoly on the city-states, but I don't think we're going to be able to get a full majority ourselves without, you know, lots and lots of people. And we're going to need legalism to get these two, even though it's completely useless to us. But I wouldn't mind getting monarchy quickly. Every 2 citizens an extra gold, and one of them not extra happiness, but 1 less unhappiness. So let's get the thing I don't want, and then get the things I want next time. Oh, are you? Can you go get that, please? More population in Venice. Like, we might be limited to 1 city, but it is going to grow quickly from the looks of things. And let's go next turn. Oh, some horses. And they can go on planes as well, so there's still some possibility for... No, if I can see horses, and I can't see them around my city, then that does mean there's no horses around me. And we definitely don't have horses then, guys. But still, that's fine. Next turn. Yep, 22. And I wish it showed you how number of city-states, or just that flash through colours. Because I think it looks like there's as many barbarians as these city-states. Looks like the end of our world. A map. Don't particularly care for the map. It does mean I'm not going to go down there because That does look like a lake. There's mountains here, so we're going to have to come over this way. And I'll probably come up there. It looks like that's also the coast, so... Our land's quite nice, nicely shaped, I think. How long until we get our next text? 6 turns. So we only want to be building something for 6 turns. Because I want to start for that wonder. Oh, and I probably forgot to mention, but... we on Emperor or Immortal? I think we're on Emperor. I can't quite remember. I don't particularly want the shrine yet, so we're going to go for the granary, but then I will delay it and put the wonder above the top of it, I think, so we can rush that out as quick as possible. You know, free tech. And the only problem is... I could go straight up for poetry and drama just because it's an expensive one. Mining... Oh no, we could get mining and then bronze working. Now, it's not going to be... I don't know, because that's going to be available, so that'll be the most expensive tech, so that's the one that we'd get. And without going down a lot of others, poetry and drama is not really that useful to me. But it's just to get the... I'm sort of more working on the idea of I always rush to that because I know the AI does. And it's... If the AI wants it, I don't want the AI to have it. It's... I guess even a denial. Oh. We're blocked off at the top there. So all the exploring here wasn't really where I wanted to go. I want to go this way first, because that might be where their enemies are. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubes, that is all that we have time for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.